Hello and welcome back to the Twitch. Like Goose in your hoose, but this time not Goose in your hoose. This is the Fundraising Wing launch, which we're going to tell you all about tonight. I'm here, Goose, and with my co-host Jack.
Evening all.
Who is also here, who is our events manager for Goose's Quizzes, who has come since the Twitch era, but has obviously embraced the Twitch era because of its wild success and the people we have online. So we want to make sure, and the new hearts are there. They're like, you can see them. They're floating around. The new Goose Mark hearts.
Quite something, isn't it? But no, it's joyous to be invited to be part of, a return to the glory days.
Oh, dynasty, I'd say.
And then Scott's here too.
Oh, Scott's here and Ray's here as well. So there's a whole crew we've got. This is like the most we've ever had for doing a recording. It used to be sort of just Scott and I sitting going kind of crazy, which we talked about quite a lot. And now I'm bringing Jack into that crazy. And I brought my jacket out, which is still unwashed.
Jack and jacket.
Jack and jacket.
Assuming everyone can hear us.
Yeah, can we just double check? We'll do like a little check. People are here. Mama Pineapple. I've not seen you guys for so long. And Kohler states, hi everyone. It's really good to see you. So nice to see everyone back. What we're gonna do is do a little bit of a sort of slow intro. We're going to probably get the quiz started in about I'd say like 10 or 15 minutes. But we're gonna play some marbles and stream first, so that everyone can get in, get ready. We'll keep on telling people we're gonna be doing a quiz soon. And we'll get going. Oh, see, look at this! It's like the whole gang's back together. This is so nice. These are all people that we hated in Twitch.
Yeah, these are classics.
They let us basically they kept us. I would like to say they kept us sane, but what I really mean is they were there while we went crazy. They were about as we lost our minds. So
yeah, they were the people in white coats through the double glazing.
Yeah, I think they were the ones that really kept it going. Should we announce our thing now? About what do you want to talk about Fundraising Wing now, or what do you want?
Well, we can tease, can't we? We can tease. This is to properly kind of publicly launch our Fundraising Wing venture, which basically is our Patreon supporters. All of their funds are put towards allowing us to raise funds for charity for free via the joy and medium of quizzing. So, but we'll come to that a little bit later on. That's why we're so excited and proud to be here tonight. But first and foremost, I think we're going to lose our marbles.
We're gonna play marbles and stream. If you've not, everyone who's here has probably played it before. It's one of the most popular games on Twitch. I mean, for a good reason. It's great fun. Have you played it?
Only vaguely with Scott. Scott introduced it to me a while ago. I'm very new to the Twitch community as a whole, actually, so I'm very, very excited for this.
But Jack is not new to the quiz community. He is a seasoned quizzer. So and came to work for us in June last year. Mm-hmm. Coming up to a year.
Yeah, it's not far off, which is utterly crackers, isn't it? When you
Doesn't
think about
feel like a year.
No, it really, really does not.
And this is a big launch thing for what Jack's been working on, so I'm excited to launch it. Or help launch it, because I'm just here sitting in a green jacket being my usual self and trying not to burp down the microphone. It's just like old days.
Yeah, not much has changed.
Although in old days I would have just burped straight down the microphone and then been like, oh sorry, I burped down the microphone. So I've got so much decorum now. But yes, welcome along. We're going to get marbles and stream sorted out shortly.
I think we should be good to go.
Oh, yeah, we've got a sort of behind the scenes now and eyes and ears on the situation. And yeah, my green jacket is definitely greener than I think you probably would have. That's
Night of 1,000 honks.
That's night of a thousand. Was it 1,000 honks? I feel like we got more than that because I was definitely, I wouldn't say drunker, but I'm not going to say that on Twitch. I was definitely...
Had a few lemonades.
I had a few lemonades in shot form.
Squiffy,
Tequila lemonades.
Yeah.
We're tempted to do something similar. We'll come back to that after marbles and stream. Welcome back. It is a full-on Goose's Quizzes, Goose in your house quiz. 40 questions. There's a form. The form will be in the chat. You can go and get the form sorted out. The link's there. So get your form sorted. I'll put the questions in a more appropriate place, because I don't know what happened so close to me. Jack and I are here for some quizzical action, but the main thing we're here to do is launch the Fundraising Wing. Fundraising Wing launch, that's why it says it up there. It's what we're doing and it's what we're about. It's the thing we've been wanting to do for a long, long time. So we are excited to be doing that more.
Yeah, I love the weather girl technique there, Goose, knowing exactly what corner to point in. There's a future career in meteorology if need be, but don't wear that jacket because you'll just be a floating head.
Yeah. I think that just came from like first few weeks of doing it, and then eventually I realized it's like you can point at like the chat, or you can point at the question, or you, and then we started to have fun doing that because that was our main thing.
It is empowering.
So, just double checking what's going on with the troubleshooting at the moment, but it's fine. We're fine. Do you want to talk about the Fundraising Wing?
Yeah, we'll talk about this over the course of the rest of the evening, but I'll just give you a quick précis onto why it is we're here tonight and what the Fundraising Wing is. We have been spouting on about it for a little while now, and it has been on unofficially for 6 months-ish, but this is our proper public launch, as you can tell. And basically the way it works, that the donations of all of our fabulous Patreon supporters enable us to run fundraising quizzes for charitable organisations completely free of charge. So we completely ring fence 100% of all of that. Everything that everyone generously provides us and put it towards our running costs for these quizzes. And basically, the more supporters we gain, the more quizzes we can run and the more money we can help raise for charity. So we're really, really excited and proud to tell the world all about this. It's something that's been in the pipeline for some time.
Yeah.
And we are beyond gassed to actually be here. And if that's not motivation enough, if the goodness of your hearts and the fabulousness of the cause and the perks, which we'll get onto later, aren't enough motivation to join our Patreon, we are undertaking an alcohol-based Patreon challenge tonight, are we not?
Yeah, just for the censors on Twitch.
Lemonade. It's lemonade.
It's lemonade.
It's
We're
lemonade.
having a lemonade challenge. A rummy lemonade challenge. It's heavy on the rum and low on the lemonade.
Yeah.
But it's what we're doing as with the old night, one of my favourite nights of all time on Twitch, and I think everyone would back us up being one of the funniest, not funniest, I mean, I don't think for Alice it was funny, but one of the funnest nights we had on Twitch was the Shot for Honks night.
Sounds very seedy.
The night of 1,000 honks. What we're doing tonight is we will commit to doing a shot every time we get a new Patreon supporter. So we might take a turnabout. We'll see how many Patreon supporters we do get. But if we get a Patreon supporter, we will take a shot. Which I assume, because of the good cause, everyone will agree that it's okay to do this. Because I wouldn't drink for any other cause other than,
goodness me,
seriously damaging my liver. But other than that, totally fine. So no, please do get involved. Come and support. We're going to tell you even more about what it is to be a Patreon supporter for us and what we're doing with that money and how we're using it. We are very, very good at running quizzes. We do this really well. And Jack is extremely good at setting up the charity side of stuff and communicating with all the charity people. So for me, what I would ask is that people support that even further, because if you can, and you can spare a bit per month, then the best thing you can be doing for us is helping us run these for free. So if you can be doing that, we'd love it. If you can't, don't worry. Join us, support, share about it. But we're going to get started on the quiz. So ready yourself for some quizzical action.
Someone's just redeemed musical chairs, which means you two have to swap seats.
Oh, wow.
Right.
We're doing party games. Okay. There's a launch party.
How long's emails and me?
It'd be rude not to.
I've only been licking my mic a little bit.
It's fine.
I also need my laptop now because I need to sort something for...
This is deeply impractical. But
yeah. It looks like I got really tall.
Magnificent. Thank you very much, Primat.
Yeah. Right, you want to switch your laptop as well? Watch mine.
Goose, you sort that issue. I'll talk with Jack.
Do you want to get the questions?
Nah,
you can open the thing for the questions.
It's fine. I can see.
Let me sort the thing up first. We've got a slight issue.
We've also had a hydrate redeemed.
Oh, that's just a natural. That's a natural
reflex.
That's just what's going to happen.
Have a little Subaru.
Yeah, it's my problem with drinking games in general is the punishment is to drink, and I quite enjoy that element.
I feel like I got to a level where I'm quite good at drinking games, and then I play drinking games to get drunk, and I'm good at them. Then it's like I know them, or I've played them all already, and then it's like, oh right, so this is a problem.
All right, you ready? Do you want to take first question?
I can't actually see any questions at this precise moment.
Right, you'll see them in a second.
Sweet.
All right. All right. Oh, no. Brilliant.
There we go. Okay, question number one. Kicking us off our first entertainment round tonight In which film would you find characters called Frozone, Syndrome, and Elastigirl? Once again, in which film would you find characters called Frozone, Syndrome, and Elastigirl? You should have your answer forms for round 1 already. Pop them in.
Yep. With the form, you just got to put the last 4 digits of your phone number in team name, which can be your name, or if you're in a team, put in a team.
There it is.
And then pick the round that we're doing. It'll say 5 rounds. We're only doing 4 rounds today. So
Yep, round 1.
Yeah.
What you ticking?
It'll be in order. Whatever's up on screen, round 1. So it's not like a guessing game. I tell that to the people in the quizzes. It's not like a voting system. It is what it is. So, question number 2. Question number 2 is a multiple choice one. How many series of the TV show Mock the Week were broadcast on BBC? A, 15. B, 21. C, 27. So question number 2, how many series of the TV show Mock the Week were broadcast on BBC? A, 15, B, 21, C, 27. Definitely a show.
It was.
Definitely a show.
For some time as well. For some time. But how much?
But what's been going on with everyone? There's a few names that I haven't seen floating around for a while, so hello. Thanks for coming back.
Yeah, and it's lovely to encounter all these legends that have been whispered on the wind in this office.
We were reminiscing today with Jack, sort of teaching him some of the lore. A few eye rolls, a few chuckles.
That may sound like an awful individual.
No, it was a lot of fun. So many things happen. So many things happen. Do you want to go on to the next question?
Yeah, question number 3, folks. I'm going to give you a film director and some. I'm going to ask for a film director via giving you 3 of their films. Who directed films such as Uncle Buck, The Breakfast Club, and Ferris Bueller's Day Off? For the little Sinister Bean sting there. Number 3, once again, who directed films such as Uncle Buck, The Breakfast Club, and Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Classics all. Debatably.
Great question. Yes, but if anyone was sort of around for the GQ Ton side of things, we've pivoted away from the GQ Ton to help support charities, and we've turned it into the Fundraising Wing, which I think is just a better way.
It absolutely is, and it's something that we've always wanted to do since the very, very inception, long before my time of Goose's Quizzes, is to put as many fundraising quizzes on for free. So that, as we said, the way it works is that 100% of our patrons' fiscal support goes towards covering all of our costs, the quizzes for charitable organisations. We are just a sort of quizzy conduit to turn your donations into much, much greater sums of money for charity. So thank you so far to all of our loyal supporters throughout the first 6 kind of trial months of Fundraising Wing. Sorry to keep ruining the illusion of us being miles away.
We've got issues though. We've had 3 Patreons in the last like 5 minutes.
Yes, good stuff. I thought I saw it creeping up.
Yeah, we've had 3 patrons. Apologies for my absence for a bit. We've got a whole other business going on at the same time. This is what we didn't have to do when we were doing lockdown quizzes. Is that was our full focus, and now we have hosts out doing quizzes all over the country, and also hosts out of the country. Yeah, Louis off cycling in Spain. So we do the next question, then we can get some shots set up.
Yes, indeed.
I think we're gonna have to go turn about here, unless you're feeling confident. No,
I'd say every 5.
Turn about every 5. No. We'll do shot about for the first few. First 10 we'll do shot about. Question. Wait, is it my question?
Go for it.
Am I taking your spot, Scott?
Yeah, go on.
Sweet. Question 4. Which actor performed the voice-over rap on Michael Jackson's single Thriller? So, question 4. Which actor performed the voice-over rap on Michael Jackson's single Thriller?
Would you call it a rap? The
I actually
stench of 40,000 years,
spoken word. I mean, yeah. Which one are you going for?
I've gone for the one that I wasn't actually looking with my eyes. I was looking with my hands.
I was looking with my hands. Sounds like a terrible defense in court.
Oh, good lord.
Oh, no, I was looking with my hands. If you know the answers, go to the form. Ooh. Oh, it smells nice.
It does actually.
Right, I'll just get right. So this is we'll cheers our patrons each time. I'll start off nice and casual.
Yeah.
Because we don't have that much rum. You good with that?
I'm more, yeah, that's grand.
Is that
by
the
me.
pineapple rum?
I think it is, yeah.
That was gifted to us.
Gifted pineapple rum.
By
It is.
by the
Pineapple black
pineapples.
spice rum by the pineapples. Thank you for this.
Cheers,
so,
all.
first off, we need to do you want to do the first toast? It's to Becky.
Yes, thank you very much, Becky, for joining the fundraising wing. Chin chin.
You carry on. Let me know how it goes.
Oh, magnificent.
I don't think we're going to do shots anymore. I don't think it's. I don't think it's an appropriate thing for us to do on stream. Like, I can't believe you just said that.
Throw me under the bus.
I was so clearly joking the whole way through that I would never have done that on stream. So
I just wheel myself out slowly. Just see Scott's hands come in. A big shepherd's crook.
I thought you just said, "I'll just wee on myself." No. That's also not appropriate for a stream.
No, that's we forget like 15.
I'll raise a toast to Craig McCormick. Thanks very much for pledging.
Thank you, Craig.
We won't say any amounts or anything like that. We'll just say thank you so much for pledging. It's an absolute pleasure to have you on board of the Patreon and the fundraising wing.
That's really warmed my gullet, as well as my heart, with your generosity.
Oh, that's really nice.
But yeah, thank you very much as well to all of our Patreons who've been here throughout the past trial period, including the likes of Getho, including Russ Kirk, here tonight, the Canadian half of Higgelicht Goose, amongst many, many others. And thank you in advance for anyone who signs up tonight or in future. Have we got one more?
And we do. Do you want to do it or shall I?
Let's do a quick question first.
Yeah.
Let's not keep the people waiting. Number 5. You've got to get this exactly right to get the point. How many children were there in the Von Trapp family? How many children were there in the Von Trapp family? That's question number 5, round number 1, folks.
You know what I found out just now is, what doesn't wash down rum very well as a shot is red wine. So
viscous red wine.
I'm going to put out there that I would not recommend mixing Coca-Cola. Fine. Red rum, not the combination that I was looking for.
Yeah, my body's just crying out for plum at this point.
Plum. Sorry, it's my lovely Shiraz with fine plums.
They run out of shot juice. I can run to Sainsbury's. Ray, you want to see our downfall tonight?
I mean,
always happy to contribute to Goose drunkenness. Thank you, Mama Pineapple, for your contribution.
Yeah, let us know
for
if
your
you've not
Patreon
checked. I'm gonna clear my notes now because we've done all those ones. And I think we're on track here for a good night because this is like a pledge drive, Like we're wanting you to pledge on our Patreon and become patrons of ours. We give great perks, which we'll talk about later in the night, and you get to be involved with something that actually genuinely. And I know there's one of these things where it's we really meant this as part of the company from the start, but it has been a really serious part of the company from the start. Is that we've always wanted to run fundraising quizzes for free, and it became financially too much for us to do it all for free. Which is just one of these things that happens when the business grows. But what we want to be able to do is still offer them for free. If you can help us do that, we'd really appreciate it because people have a lot of fun doing them. So
absolutely,
yeah,
absolutely. The magic of quizzing.
I'm still really annoyed at this hair tuft. Just kind of. Jack's hair looks so good, and I'm sitting here being like,
that is a generous assessment in this stark lighting.
I couldn't get my hair sorted out. Right, let's go into question 6. Question 6. What can be the name of a band, a shot cocktail, and a bomber aircraft? So question 6, what can be the name of a band, a shot cocktail, and a bomber aircraft?
Shot cocktail.
So I'm going to say something out here right now. I'm just going to call this out. If you are a podcast listener, this is an easy question. So if you're not listening to the podcast, we talked about the fundraising wing on it already, so you should know about the fundraising wing already. But if you are a podcast listener, I'd say this question should be pretty straightforward.
I don't know
it. You don't know it? Have you ever worked in a bar?
Off the top of my head.
No, you've only just run quizzes in bars.
I worked in a bar for a cumulative total of 1 month.
Wow.
In my life, yeah, I've rarely been on that side of the.
That's not enough. You've not had enough. I mean, I only found out that Louis had never worked in a bar when he tried to say the word Rioja. And he didn't know the wine called Rioja, and so he was
Good
like
Lord.
Rioja, and it was like that's not what it is.
Can I just interrupt for a second?
Yes, I'm not ashamed. Again, why does it always feel like I'm in the dock at all times?
That's what it is.
That's a podcast role. That was the first thing I ever said on the podcast. Was
really?
That I was not ashamed to work for Goose's quizzes.
Episode 98. Go and listen.
I mean, that's absolutely correct. Thank you so much for saying these things. Shall we go on to the next question?
Go on then. Number 7. Name the UK comedy TV series running from 2008 to 2010 that was set in the fictional school Rudge Park Comprehensive. It's a classic, folks. Name the UK comedy TV series running from 2008 to 2010 that was set in the fictional school Rudge Park Comprehensive.
Great. We have another redemption, which is statues. So, Goose, you have to stay still for 15 seconds.
Was it
Stay still for 15
Settle down, boy.
seconds. Thank you very much. So, Jack, what do we think about Goose?
What I want is one of those little patella hammers to try and get the knee moving.
Get the reflexes going. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah,
really strong aroma.
I want to make it look like your camera's broken, Scott.
That was pretty good.
I wanted to make sure that you started to get worried there. I've gone like completely. Oh, my knee.
I can see you. You know, I can see you in real life, though.
Begrudging praise from Ray.
I was barely breathing there. So, honky honks.
Well, honking 10 years into the future. Look at that.
I love the honking situation.
We'll have him swaying by the end.
Hey,
of this.
look, we just need to get some more Patreon supporters, and I'm going to be taking some shots. I might even go for it from now on. Question 8. Name the film series that sees the protagonist of Ash Williams battling against supernatural forces.
Ooh.
So question 8. Name the film series that sees the protagonist of Ash Williams battling against supernatural forces. Just to be clear, I can never get over it, now that we've spoken about it again recently, is the Beastie Boys night, which I still think is one of the funniest things we've ever done. It still makes me...
Oh, we've got Never Have I Ever'd.
Never have I ever. So wait. So oh right.
If you have,
you take
a sip.
You take a sip of my wine. Thank you. This shot.
I very much have.
You've worn a green
Cheers.
jacket.
I have indeed.
You have like probably a range of like velvet and like silk and chiffon. And
I've got a battered suede one. That's all I'm saying.
Which green jacket are you talking of?
Do you want to see this?
I feel I have to tell everyone this. Oh, what's this?
Got some quizzes.
Oh, nice.
Hello, folks.
Who are the
Absolutely
quizzers?
joyous to see some faces.
Hey, it's Haley.
Hey, it's Haley. Oh, of course. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I was like, we've got a very, very small return screen in front of us, so we're kind of like, I can see everything that Scott's doing on the stream deck. So yeah, that's fun.
But yeah, lovely to make your facial acquaintance.
Yeah,
Haley.
absolutely. I'm glad you're here and back as well.
I was trying to persuade Scott before to try and resurrect the Snapchat, but to no avail.
Yeah, no, that ended
And also,
in flames.
if you're looking for regular Twitch content, Hey It's Haley is definitely the person to go to go see, because let's do a shout out, because they do really good stuff on Twitch. Some of the artwork that comes out is amazing, so definitely worth going and having a look. They have a really good stream schedule as well, unlike us, where it's sort of like, you know what we want to do in 2 months? Stream. So yeah, go and follow Haley, because it's class. Right, question 9. In what year was the remake of Ocean's 11 released, starring George Clooney? If you didn't know it was a remake, by the way, problems. So what year was the remake of Ocean's 11 released, starring George Clooney?
Jack, you'll also find that sometimes Goose steals your questions.
Did I just steal a question? I did as well. I did steal a question.
You were troubleshooting, Goose. It's fine. You need to make up these gains.
I'm sure we've done it back and forth, though, Scott. That's not just...
Yeah, because you're used to doing the odds.
I'm used to just... I don't know. I can't remember. Yeah, because I used to always start. Did I not?
Yeah.
I feel like I got really loud. I feel like I started talking really loud.
Yeah.
That rum's really hit.
Coinciding with a few shots.
I
wonder if there's a link. I wonder.
You know, the great things about shot, though, is it doesn't make you need to pee too bad. There's only a little amount.
That is true.
A little amount. Do we have any more Patreons?
Ooh,
some
that
more
looks like a delicious bev.
Ooh. What does it say on that, Scott?
Northern Monk Faith Love.
Faith Love.
Glitter Haze Pale Ale.
Yeah.
You had me at Northern.
Faith Love Glitter Haze Pale Ale sounds like a drag name.
Like
a
drag beer. That's
like a
shout.
really big butch guy, but like Faith Love.
Beautiful.
And then we took Daniel on a Blue Bonnet drive this weekend.
Amazing.
Oh, wow. Absolutely heartwarming.
Nice.
Love it.
Nice.
Oh, that's so cool. Oh, thanks for updating about your lives, everyone.
It's lovely to see.
I'll let you take question 10 then.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Question number 10. It's a 50-50 unless you go, 50% chance of getting this right unless you go wildly off-piste for some reason. Who has more nominations for the Best Actress Academy Award? Is it Judi Dench or Kate Winslet? Who could that be? Who has more nominations for the Best Actress Academy Award? Judi Dench or Kate Winslet for question 10. Cold State says the beer is actually glittery too. We need evidence of this. We need evidence.
Does your tongue
of
then go
this.
glittery? That's the big question. If your tongue goes glittery, then I'd be like really impressed. Right, so we're gonna go for a short break. Before we go for the short break, I'm going to say get your Patreon subscriptions in. There are a number of tiers you can get involved with. We'll talk about the tiers when we come back, but you can go and check out Patreon now. We'll put the link into the chat just now.
There is a QR code as well on the slides as well to give a quick scan.
You can go and do either things, link, QR code, get yourself involved, because there's really low amounts of Patreonage you can get involved with. So please do go and get involved with Patreon. But we'll have a short break and we'll be back in 2 minutes. Welcome back.
Folks.
I can't get over the whole music. I forgot that's what we used to use.
Yes, we're getting Earthworm Kim, just reminiscing about the Living on the Breadline song. Nicey Zuzu, giving me lockdown flashbacks deep in my soul. That's not necessarily what we wanted to. There's an element of trauma in there.
I mean,
that,
we said at the start, when I said we went crazy on camera, and someone said we went crazy altogether. And I absolutely agree. I think there was elements where we started asking people for photos of their radiators, and people were sending them in, and we then became the police of what was in the background of people's photos, and so we were just basically like judging what people had in the background of their photos.
Sensational.
But let's go through the answers to that round. If you don't understand, sorry, we didn't explain how this quiz works. We just decided that this is how we were going to do it tonight, and we've said it already, or we've not said it yet. You submit after every round. If you've not submitted yet, now is the time to do so. Scott's marking currently in the background. The way it works is you submit your form after every round, select what round we're on. We're going to round 2 now, and you should use the same code each time. And we're going to go through the answers. So if you haven't submitted now, I'll tell you right here, it is 1959. I feel I should just wait till 8 o'clock. And if you put your answers in after 8 o'clock, then you've got an issue. 2020, if you submit your answer to 2020, we're not going to accept them. So I feel like I don't know how long it is till like I feel like it could have literally just gone to 1959 and I have no idea how long it is till 2020. So you know what? I'm going to drink wine until it gets to 2020. Yes! Just happened. Right, question 1. Let's go through the answers. I'll take the 1s, you take the 2s, and then we'll go on from there. In which film would you find the characters called Frozone Syndrome and Elastigirl? It's one of my favourite films of all time. It is The Incredibles. We'll get this up on screen for round 2, by the way, so don't worry, you'll see it up on screen here and after this. But can we go through round 1 questions again on the screen? Just to... sorry, that's really annoying for Scott to have to deal with. But it is a wee rewind, and we will go through them. Okay, so that was The Incredibles. Well played. Question 2.
Number of series of Mock the Week. We're going straight down the middle. 21 series in total of Mock the Week. Congratulations if you passed that one correctly.
Yeah, good job. Question 3. Who directed films such as Uncle Buck, The Breakfast Club, and Ferris Bueller's Day Off? John Hughes. John Hughes. If you ever want a good soundtrack playlists on Spotify, John Hughes soundtracks are great. He always has a good number of songs in them that are all brilliant. So well played if you do follow that.
Now, question number 4. The actor who performed the voiceover rap on Thriller was Vincent Price, the horror legend Vincent Price for number 4.
I don't know who Vincent Price is.
He was in like all the early Hammer horror, very creaky, brilliant, gothic-y kind of films. But yes, the funk of 40,000 years.
I couldn't
Vincent
tell you
Price.
I couldn't have told you what that was talking about until you said it. And I was like, oh, right, yeah.
That's the
sense.
one at the end, yeah. Great laugh.
Question 5. How many children were there in the Von Trapp family? If you sang the whole song to figure it out, like, what was it called? Hello, goodbye.
So long, farewell, and Vida saying good night.
I said hello, goodbye. I just love that band. So long, farewell, and how many verses were of that? 7. There were 7.
Bum, bum, bum.
Times 7. So yeah, 7. There were 7 Von Trapp children. So now you know.
Mama Pineapple couldn't remember John Hughes' surname. Absolute torture. Nul point, I'm afraid.
I mean,
right.
we're pretty lenient on the marking, I would say, but not
Just
lenient.
John?
Scott just shook his head. He's like, nope. We wouldn't take just John.
Yeah, Scott's taking no prisoners tonight.
None.
Okay.
If they put John Thingy, then no.
Yeah, that's fair, I think. Number 6, then. The name of a band, a shot cocktail, and a bomber aircraft. I should have got this. I've never heard of the B-52 cocktail, but there is your answer. B-52.
If you want to hear more about the B-52 cocktail, listen to the podcast, because we talked about it extensively in the B-52, which was... it's a good cocktail as well. And a shot, really. It's a shot. It's like I call it a shooter. That's what that's called. I thought a built shot. Question 7. Name the UK comedy TV series running from 2008 to 2010 that is set in the fictional school Rudge Park Comprehensive is The In-Betweeners. The In-Betweeners. Obviously, and birthed one of the funniest comedians of all time, Greg Davies, who I genuinely think is like a different... If you ever see him on Graham Norton making Ryan Gosling laugh to a level that like I've never seen someone laugh before, I think he deserves a medal or something, because he is a funny man. And also Taskmaster. I mean, for his career to have kicked off from there, it's like, fair enough. Good on him.
Sensational. And he's always kept those teacher vibes around him as well, which is always
he's
very, very authoritative.
Because he was a teacher. I just love that.
Yeah.
That's my favourite part.
Phenomenal. Okay, question number 8. The film series seen the protagonist of Ash Williams battling against supernatural forces. The Evil Dead was what we were looking for there. The Evil Dead. There's debate in the comments about what a B-52 is comprised of, Goose.
Oh, we talked about it, but this
Kahlua
is...
and Bailey's is one of the debates. Is that a baby Guinness?
So Kahlua and Bailey's would... No, that's just like a... Oh, no, Kahlua and Bailey's is a baby Guinness. A B-52 has a drop of grenadine in it, isn't it? Or we discussed this. It has
Tropical.
a drop of something.
Grand Marnier?
Yeah, Grand Marnier in it. And so it's... I think it's something different on the bottom. Look up. It's great, though. Question 9. In what year was the remake of Ocean's 11 released starring George Clooney? You got a point for the right decade, 2 points for the right year exactly. It's a tough one, this. Harsh, we would say. It's 2001. 2001. So well played if you got that. And our final question.
Yes, number 10. It was Fiddy Fiddy. Judi Dench or Kate Winslet. More nominations for the Best Actress Academy Award. Gotta be Dame Judi. Dame Judi Dench for question number 10. York's own, baby. Dame Judi Dench.
Is Dame Judi Dench from York?
Oh, yes. Dame Judi Dench Walk, where we always used to go and drink lemonade by the river as teenagers.
Oh, yes.
Sensational. I don't know if she's been back for about 50 to 60 years,
Those
but we've got our
lemonades.
talons into Dame Judi, believe me.
It's like how we have like Sean Connery and people like that. That's basically our one from Edinburgh. It's like, we have Sean
He
Connery.
actually likes Edinburgh, though. You get the sense that he actually loved Edinburgh. Judi Dench. Can't see for dust.
I watched The Rock the other day, and it was maybe the best moment of my life. And then, you know what the worst thing is? Alice, the night after, my wife, the night after, she watched Face Off, and I still haven't seen it. She watched it on her own.
Wow.
And I came home after being out, like, working, and she's like, I'm watching Face Off. I was like, what? Scott's going to be so angry with me.
It's not a solo venture, his Face Off.
Scott references Face Off, I'd say, an unnatural amount for somebody that like seems to be fairly normal. We should move on to the next round. Should I take question 1?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got a geography round incoming, folks.
Geography. We need some more Patreons, people, because I fancy another shot. So if you fancy subscribing, I'll take a shot. That's pretty much where we're at here. It's almost perfectly the line as well.
Yeah.
Like, there's not even like, it's like there's nothing in behind here.
Yeah. Oh, there's a Dutch storm behind me.
Question 11. Question 11. Are we doing 11 or are we doing 1? It's question 1 again, really, isn't it? On the form, it's question 1.
Yeah.
So you'll be doing question 1 here again. Are the Philippines north or south of the equator? Ooh. So question 11. Are the Philippines north or south of the equator?
Good questions, these, aren't they? Respect.
I like them.
B-52, coffee liqueur, Irish cream, and a Grand Marnier.
Sensational.
Marnier.
It sounds good. It sounds very, very good. And Seekirk03, thanks to you guys who watch Taskmaster all the time. Influencing viewing habits.
It's honestly,
all over the place.
did you watch Taskmaster?
Yeah, absolutely.
I've not watched the new season yet.
No, I'm interested to see how Frankie Boyle copes.
I'd agree, because I feel like it's a game of what's the word? You kind of have to like follow. You know what, right? I've always said as a Taskmaster, the seasons I love and the seasons I really dislike. And the reason I dislike some of the seasons is because it's like, what's the word? People who don't care is the thing that annoys me, because I want people to care. Like, I want people to be upset that they don't do well. I want them to like get into it, really want to get to like the solution or whatever it is. And you saw there was people in it that didn't do very well sometimes, but really cared about it, and that for me is like what's the important part.
Yeah, endearing.
So I just want it to be something where everyone really cares, and if they don't care, I'm like, well, I don't care about you. I don't care about this episode.
Brutal but fair, I think.
Hey, I think it's totally fair. So, you know, I'll be harsh on that one. We'll wait for a second and then we'll maybe do question 12.
We good? There we go. Okay, number 12. Which is the only letter of the alphabet that does not appear in any US state names? Got a 1 in 26 chance, folks. I like those odds. Number 12, once again, what is the only letter of the alphabet that does not appear in any US state names? While you ponder on that, it would be nice to kind of reflect on the fundraising work we've managed to do so far, even before the public launch of Fundraising Wing. Thank you to our Patreons who've supported us so far. We're still very, very proud and very, very honoured that you've done so. We've run 6 charity quizzes in total, 1 a month for the past 6 months before the public launch under the Fundraising Wing banner, and we've raised a cumulative total of more than £8,250 amongst all that, which is absolutely overwhelming and astonishing. So thus far, for every £1 contributed by our amazing supporters, we've raised more than £29 for charity, which is a pretty astonishing return, really.
Yeah.
So again, it's just monumental to see, and it's lovely to be the kind of quizzy middleman between you two amazing folks.
You don't get investment funds like that. You don't get investment funds where you're saying £1 in 29%, 290% back. Like that is better than what you could think. Is that 290%? Am I saying that right?
Is it 2,900? Oh,
no,
lads.
it's 200 a pound, 29%.
If £1 is 100%, £29 is 2,900%. Is it? So why are we getting bogged down in this? But no, it's absolutely
it's a
astonishing.
huge return, and we want to make that return for charity, for fundraising, for making sure that people actually are able to do their things, you know, well, because we're good at it. We're very, very good at it. We'll do the next question, and we'll carry on talking about it. Question 13: if you were called a Macam, which English city would you be from? So, if you were called a Macam, what English city would you be from? That's question 13.
Absolutely love it. Hard not to say it in the accent. That's the thing. You've resisted well there, Goose.
I don't know the answer.
Yeah.
So.
Fantastic.
Oh, so yeah, Taskmaster from Around the World is also fantastic. I was watching.
Yes, it's opening my eyes in the comments.
I was watching the Aussie Taskmaster the other day. It's my background viewing quite often when I'm sitting and like working on the sofa. If I have to like look after Bernie, the dog, who now, by the way, is a full dog. He's like a proper sized dog.
Absolute hound.
Yeah, I've got like a big old Labrador now, just in case anyone want an update in my life. Big old Labrador. He's a knob. So
he's very lovable, but there's a reason he's not here tonight.
Yeah, there's definitely a reason he's not here tonight, or he would have been like jumping all over everyone and deciding to give us little kisses. And by little kisses, I mean licking our faces off. So, you know, there's a reason he's not here. But he's still a good dog.
He's a lovely boy. He was only the front half of a dog before, says Ray. Okay, sort of opposite centaur. Fantastic.
Yeah, he's an interesting little person.
He is. He came when we played Office Catan recently and ate one of the pieces and then
ate
found
one
some
of your
cardboard.
roads.
Yeah, ate one of my roads. Found some cardboard from somewhere, ate it, vomited it, and ate the vomit. So at least he tidied up after himself.
Yeah, he's a helpful dog.
On that note, question number 14. Quite simply, what is the capital city of Brazil? What is the capital of Brazil? Anna says, oh, Betty's so cute. He really is. If you've got cute pet pics, send them in. You've got the WhatsApp at the bottom of the screen. We're
going to get a Bernie photo in. I realised that my wife is watching. So we'll get a Bernie photo in shortly. I had one of Bernie the other day where he's all wrapped up in his towel. Oh, this is a nice one.
Yeah, this is Jeff. Jeff is delighted that there's a quiz on.
Yeah.
Let me see in pictures.
That is lovely to hear, Jeff. And that is a very, very peaceful looking cat.
Oh, Inch's cider and Thatcher's cloudy lemon cider. Is that?
The connoisseur's choice.
Ooh, very good.
Yeah. Sorry, we didn't piss the cat.
Then this one's, anyone been to the Doctor Who exhibit in the National Museum of Scotland, I got very excited about Greg Davies'
Yes, I forgot about that. I went when it was in Liverpool.
So wait, what is this?
The Doctor Who exhibition.
That is Greg Davies in Doctor Who's prop severed head.
Oh right, did he? Wait, sorry.
Is it actually, or does it just look like him?
No, I'm pretty sure he was in it. I think.
Oh,
Is that how they did the golden head for Taskmaster?
it looks a lot more sleepy.
Maybe. Question 15. What is the largest and most populous island of Japan? So question 15. What is the largest and most populous island of Japan?
There we go.
That's
That's tough, I think. That is
That
a
question?
very tough one. Yeah, for me.
I don't want to encourage people to cheat. But we're good. We'll get a photo in of Bernard soon. But it's only Bernard when he's been bad. I bet he's like fast asleep on the sofa today. He'll just be a black dot on the sofa, I bet, tonight. Like,
Is there anything we can say that will trigger him into...
oh no, because then I go home to a triggered wife. So and that's not how I want my relationship to go.
That's very, very fair. Oh,
This
dear
isn't
me.
Bernard, by the
Oh,
way.
that is an elaborate house.
That's a lovely like cat stand. Is that what you call it?
We bought Snoopy a massive cat tree recently. She's a fan.
Fantastic.
Cat tree. Is that what you call that?
That is amazing.
I like if the cat has like specific parts of that they like the most. They're like, this is my top spot that I enjoy.
Yeah, Snoopy's got it nailed down. Absolutely brilliant. It's actually larger than my actual flat, which is lovely to see. Okay, number 16. The Indian state of Goa was an overseas territory of which country until 1961? It's a colonialism question, folks. Number 16. The Indian state of Goa was an overseas territory of which country until 1961? She likes to hide in the little caves. Oh, does old Snoopy. Fantastic. Beautiful to see.
I'm going to crop this photo slightly.
So no one judges your background.
No, my background's awful. I just really enjoy this photo in a manner which I don't know why, because it was raining outside. It was really raining really badly, and then I took this photo and it really made me laugh because he looks really funny in it.
Sensational. Very excited for this.
Yeah, he looks like a. There you go. I really want the other crop photo of it. Can we get that one on? I'll get the crop photo so you can see it better, or we can see it better. But
Looks like a little seal.
well, when he gets, I think he looks like a sort of like,
I didn't see the eyeball.
a Moroccan merchant or something. Like he's like, welcome to my humble abode.
Yeah, he looks like a sort of side character in an open world RPG.
I think he looks at the start of Aladdin. Like, the guy tells a story at the start of Aladdin. It's like, that's how Bernie, apart from he's like, I need all your food, please. Also, I went into Bernie voice there. If you never heard me do this, I have a voice for Bernie. Alice and I have a voice for Bernie. And it's, please, can I get all your food, please? No, I need your food right now.
Quite nasal.
Yeah.
I like it. What do you think Bernie looks like in that picture, folks? Let us know in the chat.
Please. Question 17. In terms of population, what is the second largest city in the Netherlands? So in terms of population, what's the second largest city in the Netherlands? Is it meant to be the Netherlands or is it meant to be Netherlands? Have we discussed this before?
Yeah, because it means like the lowlands or something.
And so I think it's meant to just be Netherlands.
I find it confusing because then there's like in the Ukraine.
In Ukraine. The Ukraine.
Some people say the Ukraine.
Yeah, agreed. In Netherlands. What is this?
Scott doesn't think the Netherlands should be a country.
Oh, I forgot.
Astonishing
Taken
opinion.
amazingly out of context.
No, I think that's about right.
No, it fits with his character.
Because they had to build it up, because otherwise it'd just be water. It'd just be water there. It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be a country.
Scott thinks that all Dutch people should be flooded by now, potentially drowned. But I'm not going to put words in his mouth. I'm just going to let the words speak for themselves on screen.
Okie doke. Question number 18. You got a 1 in 3 chance once again. How generous, I know. Number 18, or number 8 for this round. How many official languages does South Africa have? Is it A, 3, B, 7, or C, 11? A, 3, B, 7, or C, 11? We've just got people in the comments saying which countries they don't think should be countries.
Oh, brilliant.
This is not what we wanted to lead on to in our fundraising wing launch night. Think about doing good for others,
This
folks.
feels like a Newsnight section. It's like, this channel, we're just deciding which countries shouldn't be countries anymore.
Nobody bit the what does Bernie look like? Everyone's biting the who would you eradicate from the face of the earth?
Who's your top target?
Anywho, we have raised a lot of money in the past for people, Yeah, so as I mentioned, out of that 8,250 sum, I'll just run you through a few choice cuts.
Just before we do, as you hear these, think about subscribing to the Patreon. You can it's as low as £1 you can go for a month. Like you can go for very little a month. Please do subscribe though, because we really enjoy that.
Yeah, if you can, it would be lovely. If you can't, it's lovely to have you with us.
When I say enjoy that, what I mean is I really love to be able to be pushing that further for people. And if you want to up your fee as well, that'll also trigger a shot, I would say. So yeah,
absolutely.
Please.
So the very first one we did raised more than £350 for cardiac risk in the young in a pub in Edinburgh where a staff member had passed away from undiagnosed heart issues in their early 20s. So that's a really good personal touch to that quiz, which was an absolute honour for them to invite us to do. And we've also very recently raised more than £700 in total for 2 primary school PTAs. We do a vast array of different charities. Castorfin Primary School, Oxgangs Primary School as well, local to Edinburgh, raising money for trips and educational resources. So those are just 2 or 3 choice cuts of where the Patreon money goes and how much it raises.
Choice cuts. Question 19. Yeah, question 19. Mount Elbert is the tallest point in which North American mountain range? So, question 19. Mount Elbert is the tallest point in which North American mountain range? That's question 19.
Good stuff. Never heard of Mount Elbert. It's a lovely, quiet name. Is that sort of very Wild West?
Do we have... I'm just going to have a quick word with Scott on the side. Do you want me to have a look at that? That's fine, Jack. Talk amongst yourselves.
You've got quizzes coming out of every orifice tonight, folks.
It's a busy night for us.
It's a busy night Thursday.
Busy night. It looks like Wi-Fi, if I'm being honest from here.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
I think it's probably Wi-Fi.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Troubleshooting.
This
Welcome
really is
to Troubleshooting with everything I do with my life.
the inner workings of the business here.
It does feel like this, but, it's something that I do a lot of. Oh, right. So, right. I'll...
Martha, please.
Yeah.
Anyway, man, Fundraising Wing. How cool.
It is super.
Wow.
I can't stop smiling thinking about it. Yeah, it's just her. She's the centre of my life at this moment. It's been a wonderful thing. Recently, the other one, you actually went to take photos at, I believe, Scott, the Stick It to Cancer initiative.
Oh, yeah.
Which raised funds for Maggie's Cancer Centre. It's a sort of hockey-based cancer fundraising movement who kindly invited us along to run a fundraising quiz. Obviously, we ran it free of charge via the fundraising wing, and it raised £2,103 in total. Just one night, just one cheeky night.
And that's more than sort of what we could raise to give to charities.
Absolutely, yeah. That's exactly why we're doing it this way. Is that the sort of pay it forward element works so well for us to be able to help more charities make more money and not have to charge them a penny. So yeah, it's magnificent and we're very thankful, and keep them coming because I'm getting thirsty. Right, number 20. It's true or false, vrai ou faux, to end the round on. Bermuda is made up of more than one island. Is that true or false? Richtig oder falsch? Bermuda is made up of more than one island. Anyone got any more? Any more to contribute? Anyone in the comments? Bermuda is made up of more than one island. Is it true or false for question 20? Question 10 in those forms. When you're happy with this answer and the answers to your previous 9 questions as well, get those submitted. Ganz toll, says Earthworm Kim. Lovely stuff.
Ganz toll. I made a face mask with Ganz toll on it.
Ganz toll.
Because it came from the stream. Please get them submitted. I'll get them marking. I'll get me marking. I'll get the marks. I'll get the answers marked.
So submit your forms.
Yeah.
We'll be back shortly. Welcome back to the show. The show. Is this a show? We call this a show?
Yeah, I think that's justifiable.
I look like I've just woken up.
Welcome back from the nap.
Dishevelled. I don't even remember putting this jacket on last night.
No, I never do. It just happens. Let's go through the answers to that round. Do we have them on screen?
Oh, I really hope so.
I worked hard to get these answers up on screen, so I'm going to hope so.
Okay.
Question 11. Are the Philippines north or south of the equator? They are north.
Yes. Beautiful.
Scott's so happy. It's like he's just had a child. It's like, oh, I'm just so proud.
The only letter of the alphabet for question 12 that does not appear in any US state names is Q. The letter Q.
The amount of times people come up to me and go, what about Quebec? It's like, yeah.
Oh, people.
Totally. Totally. Question 13 was, if you were called a Mac, and what English city would you be from? Sunderland is the answer there. When I did this, I read this question at the quiz the other night, and people booed loudly, like really seriously. It was like, oh wow.
What have Mackems ever done to you?
It's intense.
Number 14, the capital city of Brazil. Easy enough. Brasilia. Absolutely Braziliant work if you got that correct. The capital city of Brazil is Brasilia.
Braziliant. Question 15. What's the largest and most populous island of Japan? Is Honshu.
Sounds like a cartoon of someone sleeping. Cartoon sound effect of someone sleeping. Fantastic stuff. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm enjoying the disparaging reactions to Brazilians in the comments. It's not who I really am.
Yes, I'm not sure. It is. It's all he talks. The whole time he talks, it's exactly like that.
Okay. Number 16. The Indian state of Goa was an overseas territory of Portugal until 1961. A couple of tricky ones in a row. The Indian state of Goa, overseas territory of Portugal till 61.
I think we had someone update their pledge as well, just there.
Ooh,
yeah,
phenomenal.
So let me find
come
out.
To that and we'll come to that shortly.
Yeah, we'll come to that shortly. I'll find out in a second. I'll learn in a second.
Cool. In the meanwhile, number 17.
In the meanwhile, you can still question. In terms of population, what is the second largest city in the Netherlands? Should exist. Rotterdam is the answer there. Largest port in Europe, Rotterdam. Rude.
Magnificent. Okay. Best thing about Brasilia is that it's shaped like a bird or plane from the air. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Calder states. Fantastic. Good intel. Number 18. A number of official languages in South Africa is 11 with C. They're very linguistic folk. C, 11 was correct for number 18.
Question 19. Mount Elbert is the tallest point in which North American mountain range? Because I can see the answer as well. I keep on feeling like I've read it out already, but Rocky Mountains, or the Rockies, you've been fine with. Along those lines, you're fine with Rockies, Rocky Mountains, anything like that, you'd be fine.
We know what you mean, folks. Finally, number 10 in that round, number 20 overall. Bermuda is made up of more than one island. That is completely and utterly true. So well done if you clocked that. Well done. For taking part and however you're doing so far. Petered out a bit there. Sorry, everyone.
We've got a number of new things to do. I maybe shot myself in the foot a little bit because my app isn't updating, but my emails are updating.
So, are we doing all right?
I think we should go question about, again now, we're on to our third round. We'll be going through some information in this round, right?
Absolutely.
About what we're doing now?
We've got a few more updates on what we've run so far and the successes there, and then we can, in the end of this round and start the next round, talk about the perks you get, which a load of you have subscribed without even realising that you get lovely, tangible stuff in return. We'll go into that over the course of the next couple of rounds.
But we have to say thank you. So we've said thank you to Becky and Craig.
We have.
We now have Joanna to say thank you to, so I think it's your shot to go.
It is indeed. Thank you very much, Joanna. Amazing support. Thank you very much indeed. Chin chin.
Once again, I think this is highly inappropriate. I don't understand why we're doing this. I think it's something that people shouldn't be doing on stream. I'm sorry for everyone. Let's do a question one of the next round. It's question 21 on our screen, but it's question one on your answer forms. Is this a sports round?
It is sports and games.
Sports and games. Which English football team have the nickname the Villains? So question one, which English football team have the nickname the Villains? And I have a shot to do for Ray. This is for Ray.
Well, hey!
Yay! It came through. So thank you so much, Ray. Oh, yeah. Wine and rum.
It's where the struggle starts.
It's always been the mix that I've wanted for my life.
Yeah, stomach like a bloody washing machine.
I'll do the next one.
Scott will do the next one. Scott has volunteered to take the next one off camera.
Get him a cup. Would you have a cup there?
No.
I send you on a mission to get a cup.
Absolument.
Tic Tac, brother. Don't do it from a small glass.
Yeah, I got a jar.
Isn't it like a Vicks glass?
No.
What is that?
It has Slovenian jam in it.
Do you want some pineapple rum as well?
Yeah.
I'm gonna monitor your pour. I'll pour it.
Oh my word.
Welcome, Scott, to the side of the stream.
Here he is. Look at that beautiful face.
I'm so tempted to be like, oh no, I just poured so much in.
Yeah.
Kindly.
You're not like deciding how much it is.
So who's this for, Goose? Who we toasting?
This is for Getho for editing their pledge to doubling their pledge.
Oh,
so,
am I actually doing one?
Yeah,
Is
you're
this now?
actually doing one. Yeah, right now.
Oh, okay.
You don't know what you've got in for here. Thank you so much, Getho.
Yeah,
lots of love
thank
for
you.
Scott in the comments as well. Beautiful
Ignore it.
scenes.
Do it
Going
on,
to creep
do it
back
on screen
in.
so we know it's happening.
Quite hard to pop a squat and do the shot.
Love you.
Sensational.
Can we get the new logo emoji going up? Emote, please.
Thank you, Goose. Are we up to question number 2, I feel, in round number 2?
Yeah, we're
Sports
taking
and
our
games.
time.
Which dice and counter game, or the name of which dice and counter game, means I play in Latin? Very route one choice. Which dice and counter game means I play in Latin?
I wasn't looking at the screen when you were saying that, and I thought you were saying dice encounter, as in like close encounters. So like,
As in going back to the marble and just dice
thought-
swarming.
I
yeah.
thought it was like a really weird way of saying like a dice game, you know, as in a game with dice. It's like a dice encounter game where you encounter dice.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah,
Yeah, or say, hey, do you fancy a game of Yahtzee? Do you fancy a dice encounter tonight?
Yahtzee. We play it on
That's my level of board game.
51 worldwide games in the Switch. The best thing I've ever purchased.
Magnificent.
And Scott and I have a game that we love on that. We'll play on stream again soon. What's it called? What was that game called?
It's called ball game, isn't it?
Ball game.
Ball, like 6 in a row or something.
Sorry, do you think that was a good impression of the start of that game? Right. So, question 3 of this round. In which children's game would you find the electrified character of Cavity Sam?
Cavity Sam.
Question 3. In which children's game would you find the electrified character of Cavity Sam? And I have one more to do. Me,
Superb.
You?
I think it's my turn.
Well, you've got Joe to toast
Thank you very
on
much.
the Patreons.
Joe, it's a joy and a privilege. Thank you very much indeed.
We missed these by quite far. Oh no, actually.
They're still dropping in. It's beautiful
Joe-
to see, folks. Thank you.
Joe only did it about a few minutes ago. So thank you so much, Joe, for becoming a new Patreon. It's an absolute pleasure having you here. I'm just excited because people, like, the more we get in, the more we can support these venues and quizzes and do more.
Yes.
And the thing we really want to be doing in the future, I suppose this is something maybe it's not in your notes, but I will talk about as, I don't know. Do we call me CEO? No. Director.
The Goose.
Founder.
Yeah.
No, nah, you call me founder. Goose Daddy. The Goose
What should we
fella.
call him? Let us know in the comments.
But for me, like, the big thing I'd love to be able to do is actually like tell people that we can do more about this, and that, I know sometimes that takes money to be doing these things, and we want to be clear about how we're spending this money. We'll never be spending it in a manner that we think is inappropriate, and currently we still put our own money into this, and I'm quite happy to be doing that. It's not a huge issue for me. What I really mean is that I want in the future to be able to push this further, so that like we can spend our money on advertising this kind of side of stuff, letting people know that we do this for them.
Yeah,
you know?
this is the launch. This is the public launch.
Yeah,
This fabulous project.
Totally.
So yeah, it's very very exciting for us. And yes, as we were saying, in terms of looking to the future, St Columba's Hospice, we're running a quiz for them this month. They're sort of friends of everyone, really. They're a magnificent organisation. And we ran a quiz night with them back in October via the Fundraising Wing, as it were, raising £2,105. They're returning for Fundraising Wing quizzes both this month and in November. We're very, very excited about it. You can get your tickets, as you can see in the comments just now. But yeah, if you're in the Edinburgh area, it'd be fabulous to see you down there. I'll be running that later this month. We've got Head Goose and the Big G in
I
so
would take
far.
the Big G.
The Big G, get business cards printed.
I think I
Phenomenal.
would feel very awkward handling. I find it awkward enough that the fact it's my own name that's a company. So, yeah.
Sensational. Okay, question number 4 in round number 3. The Finnish company Rovio Entertainment created which massively successful mobile phone game released in 2009? Just lovely to hear the phrase mobile phone in 2023. Once again, for number 4, the Finnish company Rovio Entertainment created which massively successful mobile phone game released in 2009? Cast your minds back.
Throw it back now, y'all. Oh, I don't think that's the start of Maneater, but that's how I wanted it to go.
We're on the right lines. Business Goose. There we go.
Business Goose is when I
You
wear
are
this
the
jacket.
penguin.
This is my business Goose outfit.
Oswald Cobblepot, Business Goose.
People know where this jacket came from, though, right? We've told the story a number of times, and I will tell it again. I bought it for the Fringe show when I did it in 2019, and I've not washed it since. So,
Yeah,
and every time I put it on, Scott goes, "Have you washed it?" It's like, no, because it's like, this doesn't soak anything up. It barely soaks light up. Like it just exudes, So it was the hottest thing to wear on the planet.
Well, and we're going to release it as a Patreon exclusive for the connoisseur bottled scent from the interior of this jacket.
Hey, I don't think you get anything off it. It's a clean jacket.
A whole new tier.
It's very nice. A whole new world you would feel if you had to this jacket. Question 25. Who succeeded Des Lynam as host of Match of the Day in 1999? So, question 25. Who succeeded Des Lynam as host of Match of the Day in 1999?
Gonna ring it out post stream, says Ray. Let's get a rug doctor to it. Let's see the actual colour it's supposed to be.
Rude.
Oh, blimey. Yeah, I can't lie, Goose. I tried it on. I did try it on for size earlier on. It was a bit sort of Marilyn-esque.
It shadowed you.
Yeah, but I was immediately pre-warned. That is, I jokingly said, "Has this ever been washed?" And Scott, no.
Right,
cut through. No.
We've been asked for suggestions in Scotland.
Oh, fantastic! Outside of Edinburgh,
can't miss suggestions in the Highlands as well. Scott's been around the Highlands quite a lot, more probably than I have.
Hi.
I've been around the Highlands.
Tour guide Scott here. I've been around. I can give you a list.
I've also probably been around the Highlands quite a lot.
Thank you so much.
But where have I been recently? Glencoe. Can't miss Glencoe. It's amazing.
Yeah, Glencoe's nice.
It's an insane place where I went to a hotel there where they said, "Don't feed the stags." And there were stags just standing in the car park, just casually standing around, like massive stags. And it was just like, "Don't feed them. They're a pest." It's like, this is a huge stag. I'm not going to feed it because I'm terrified. And B, there's 3 of them just standing around, just being casual. It's like...
Yeah, I feel like if it wants you to feed it, you'll feed it. You will just blindly obey.
It's like, please take my Haribo. It's fine.
We saw a lovely albino deer in Dunkeld at the weekend.
Yeah.
What a moment that was.
Mark, who you might remember from that GIF that someone's going to put up very shortly, decided to take a closer look, and they all ran into the next paddock.
Yeah, leaving just a random Canadian man stranded alone in the middle of a field. Absolutely astonishing. Mr. Libertine, I've been enjoying Scott's amazing photography on Instagram lately. Quite right, too. It's a beautiful thing. Pop that in the comments. Come on.
Thank you very much.
There he is.
Oh, wrong one, rip.
Mark in a sort of 20s silent comedy for some reason.
Yeah.
Astonishing.
Just a clear amount of pineapple. Boo. But also, yes, I do hear it's great this time of year.
It's like Mark's having a breakdown by the medium of these gifts.
That's pretty much it.
It's great.
That's exactly right.
Close by is nice this time of year. Good stuff. Right, let's move on. Number 6. We're going with layers within layers, folks. How many dominoes are there in a traditional European set? You get 2 points for this if you get it absolutely spot on. You get 1 point if you get 5 either side. Okay? How many dominoes are there in a traditional European set? It's nice and specific. But can you get it bang on? 2 points, 5 either side, 1 point. Are we being... Ask Goose about close by. I love that I've stumbled across.
Like, everyone lives close by. So it's a place within our hearts. Something deeper than you'd ever know you could have within you is close by. And so, like, I would say it's the town that we all know that is of the people of our. It's like it's the zeitgeist of your heart. It's the beating of your drum. It's the one that lets you know who people are. It's Closeby. It's an ethereal magisterium of beyond words.
Okay.
It's the thing that makes the people who are close to you by you.
You took about 10 minutes because he thought Closeby was a place when someone wrote close by. And it's on camera, and you can clock Louis realizing what's going on and just letting it happen.
Seconds in. That's the worst thing when you look at the video. It's seconds in. It's like Louis gets it. No, that's not. That's a different video. That's when I wrote 69 for an answer on a percentage game, and I was like, I've got it. And the answer came in. The exact answer came. Oh no, the audience percentage came in at like 69.1, and the actual percentage was 69.3 or something.
Yeah, it was like they pipped him by a very, very small, unlikely
0.1%.
Yeah.
On a 69 as well. It's so gutting.
Astonishing. Well, thank you for welcoming me into the Twitch era bosom. It's lovely. It's really, really lovely to hear.
It just feels like every single time anyone says anything, we have to be like, oh, so this thing happened.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm sorry for being the jarring one.
No, you're not.
On that note,
it's fun to talk about it. Sorry.
It's beautiful to reflect. Question number 7, I believe, is yours, Goose.
It is. The name of which game is derived from the Persian word for king? So question 7. The name of which game is derived from the Persian word for king? If you're following along, just knock off the first number from the old
Question 7.
questions.
Have we got anyone else to thank?
We're going to do a big Patreon drive at the end of this round because we're going into the final round after this. Is that right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Can't do maths. So we'll do a big Patreon drive after the end of this round. Get yourself, because the thing is, if you're going to subscribe, you want to make sure we're doing a shot for it, because after the stream is done, we're not doing shots. Like,
it's meaningless.
Yeah, we're not going to just sit in the office and do shots on like Monday morning meeting. Like, as much as we do that, we're not going to do it for like the Patreons. We're just going to be doing it for our usual Monday morning meeting, you know? So it's going to be our casual one, like when we do shots of absinthe and such, just to get us through the week. So,
but yeah, and while you're thinking about that as well, there's one more quiz that we ran thus far before calling on your fabulous support for the St. John and the City Defibrillator Project, which we raised back in December, I think it was. Astonishingly, £3,000, which more tangibly is enough to fit 3 more defibrillators in key sites across Edinburgh.
Yeah. So
your phenomenal contributions directly translate to 3 life-saving devices in the city. It's astonishing. So the thanks, don't just come from us tonight. That's 6 amazing organisations who've passed on their heartfelt gratitude to our supporters that we've passed on via the medium of the Patreon newsletter. And yeah, we've got plenty of stuff coming up, but we want your suggestions for what charities to work with next as well. Pop it in the comments. Anyone who you think would be able to benefit really well from a Goose's Quizzes Fundraising Wing quiz. Let us know who you fancy, and if you're a Patreon subscriber as well, if you're able, we'd love you to have it. We'd love to have you there as well, so you can see how it goes.
Absolutely. I think it's your question.
It is indeed. Number 8. In which sport might a competitor use the peekaboo style? What might that be? Number 8. In which sport might a competitor use the peekaboo style?
I don't think you call child rearing a sport.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And I also don't think
it's much more brutal than that.
I don't think you call it child rearing.
Yeah.
I'm a child wrangler.
Yeah.
Actually,
it's quite a sort of medieval attitude.
Yeah.
To parenthood.
Got a good lasso. I mean, have you ever used lasso?
That's an astonishing question. I haven't. Not in any context that I want to talk to you guys about.
If you were doing a would you rather, and I'm going to throw this over to the audience in the room, if you were to say who is most likely, we played a game of most likely, and it's a terrible drinking game. We should never play it. But most likely of who would use a lasso of Jack and I, who would you point at? I'll say 3, 2, 1 of Scott and Ray. Who would you point at between Jack and I of who would be most likely to have used a lasso in their lifetime? 3, 2, 1, point.
Ooh.
Oh, right, cool. I think it's Jack as well. Like, I think it's Jack. We had a 50-50 there. I think it's Jack too.
What about me gives sort of cow hustler vibes?
Because you look like a young Indiana Jones. I'm sorry.
I'll take that.
Am I wrong, by the way? Like, I think Jack does look like a young Indiana Jones. He looks like, if you look at the young version of
Not
Indiana
very
Jones.
rugged, Goose.
Jack, you're extremely rugged. you're like, most likely to use a lasso. Sorry, the great thing about watching the screen is watching Scott how to spell lasso.
Superb.
Lasso.
There we go.
Yeah, we've got it. Question 29. Nellie Kim is a 5-time Olympic gold medal winner in which sport? So Nellie Kim is a 5-time Olympic gold medal winner in which sport? Question 9. Sorry. We've got a poll on. We've not done a poll for so long. It's like a momentous occasion. Polls.
Anna backs the
more likely to lasso.
Yeah, Anna backs the me using a lasso narrative. Earthworm Kim is offering to lend me her lasso. That is absolutely phenomenal. It's not an offer I've ever had in my lifetime thus far. So yeah, 100% if we can arrange this, Kim. Superb.
Who do you think is most likely to say, oh, no, don't worry, I've got my lasso? Like,
yeah.
And see, I think if it was that statement, I would say it's more likely to be me that says that.
Yeah,
but
you're more likely to have one in the back of your car.
I think it's more likely that Jack will have has lasso skills.
Right, okay. You're more likely to have the physical item but not know how to use it. I'm more likely to lack the physical item but have all the requisite skills in a sort of one-on-one combat
Yeah,
state.
I think you're a casual lassoer. I think you could do it.
You know what? I'll take that.
Fair.
I'll take that. Quarter to 9 on a Thursday night, I'll take that. Right. Final question of the round, folks. We've babbled on long enough. Also the name of an Arthur Miller play. Which venue plays host to the World Snooker Championship? There it is. What a phenomenal photo.
Oh, that's a nice photo.
There's pineapples in brass band mode.
Amazing.
What do they play?
Brass.
What can you play?
Oh, do you know that song?
Yeah.
Do you know, and play the banjo?
Yeah.
Banjo, banjo, banjo.
Yeah.
Banjo. Did you know what's it called? The Wee Melody Man? Is that not?
Something along those. Yeah, it's less Scottish. I think the Music Man is how I would have remembered that from childhood.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's just opened up something way deep inside me that I didn't realize it was still there. We used to sing I'm the Wee Melody Man. No, that's a different song. It's a different song.
Like it, yeah.
I'm the Wee Melody Man, the Rumpty Tumpty Toady Man. Trying to do the best I can to follow Wee Melody Man.
I don't know that.
I am the music man. I come from far away. What do you play?
Yeah, what a mashup.
What do you play?
Weird Al is here.
I play the banjo.
God.
Banjo, 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 banjo.
Not ashamed. That is Brasilia, presumably. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? This is another poll we need. Is it a bird? Is it a plane? I'm coming out on top in the public vote of who's more likely to lasso.
You know what it is, Jack?
It's open-ended phrasing.
You weren't harsh enough on me about having a lasso. Like you need to go harder in the fact that I could have had a lasso.
Yeah, I think
like
I like being publicly scolded on my harshness of my banter.
I mean, not that I'm saying you don't have a harsh enough banter, but I'm just saying you probably should be a bit more direct with me because
that's fair. I'll throw under the bus at any given moment. From now on,
I think anyone that's on this with me knows this. It has to happen. That's what the people want. They want this.
Well, they've given 73%. I think that's Vincero, as Pavarotti would say. I am the music man. I come from close by way. Says Earthworm Kim.
When do you go to lasso lessons?
In what context around Edinburgh?
What night are lasso lessons?
Well, I always pretend that Friday night I'm doing lovely do-goody voluntary work, but it's actually just just outside the city.
I think that's whip lessons.
Oh yeah, that's a different
and now
thing,
let's have another poll. Who is more likely to have a whip?
No, time for a break.
The main thing we have to do right now, the main thing we have to say right now is this is your last break and chance to have time away from the screen, time away from listening to our fantastic general Genovial banter. Genovial, that's a place in Princess Diary. But to go and support the Patreon. So go. A pound, $1, $2, $5, $20, $100, that'd be great. But support us on a monthly basis. We really, really appreciate it. As much as we're doing this as like a charity drive, I can totally see it looking like that. What we're really here to say is
we love you, first of all.
Yeah.
And it's amazing to be back amongst you.
Yeah. Close by you. And so we would really love you to support the Patreon. So please do. Obviously, we're going to be taking shots. And I'll say from now on, we'll take shots for every person that does the Patreon. Every single person. So we'll both take a shot. Every person, everyone in the room, potentially, will do this. So, yeah, get involved. Here's a link. We'll see you in 2 minutes.
Welcome back, folks. Hello, hello.
Sorry, I just topping my line up. Because I'm leaving the seat soon. But I'll be close by. So, question 1 of that round of the Sports and Games round. English football team have their nickname the Villains as Aston Villa, as in Aston Villains. Aston Villains.
Beautiful. It lends itself well. Number 2. I play in Latin Ludo.
Alice's favourite game. Ludo.
You can't beat it. You cannot beat
Scott, Alice, and I during lockdown played an inordinate amount of Ludo. And not to put this too harshly, but what colour do we always hate in Ludo? Yellow. Every time, honestly. No. Like, this yellow player in our computer game of Ludo was, genuinely, I think, sent to torment us for lockdown.
Quite jammy.
And, every single time we'd be like, I'm about round. If you don't know how Ludo works, if you land on a player, they get eliminated. Mm-hmm. And honestly, I thought I was going to die, during these Ludo games. Anyway, question 3. Which children's game would you find the electrified character of Cavity Sam is Operation? So where would you go at?
An unfortunate character, Cavity Sam, poor sod. Number 4. Rovio Entertainment created Angry Birds. That's what we're looking for. Remember her? Angry Birds.
Wow, brilliant. I saw a video recently where they're basically out of business now because they got really greedy, supposedly.
Oh my, really?
Yeah. That's the headline I saw. And that's what I'm going with.
It's not like the Flappy Bird guy who was fell on his sword. Do you remember Flappy Bird?
Oh yeah.
It got very big, and it got so big that the guy deleted it.
It feels like early Wordle, Flappy Bird.
Yeah, it was similarly obsessive.
Who succeeded Des Lynam as host of Match of the Day in '99 is Gary Lineker in the news recently, but for probably amazing reasons.
Whatever happened to him? Eh?
I was driving through. Where's Gary Lineker from? Leeds.
Closeby.
No, yeah, he's from Closeby.
Leicester.
Leicester, exactly. I was driving through Leicester, and on the bridges it said "We're with Gary." # We're with Gary.
Blimey.
And I was like, yes, amazing. We had so many bridges we went through, and it was the exact same. I was like, yeah, good I agree with this. So good.
Fab. Now, this was a great little question. Number 6. How many dominoes in a traditional European set? Did anyone get it bang on, Scott? People got it bang on. 28 dominoes in a traditional European set. That is sensational. If you got between 23 and 33, you got 1 point for your total. If you got 28, bang on the money, you got 2 points. Magnificent. Yes, I'm not ashamed.
Just before we carry on,
the voice of my conscience.
Was there music there?
Going through there.
Was there something that happened there? Oh, there we go. We have a new Patreon. So, Catherine... We're both should I do a shot? I'll just do a shot for this. Catherine, thank you for your patronage. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you very much, Catherine. It's what we're here for. Okie doke. Question number 7. Oh, I was going to throw.
Question 7. The name of which game is derived from the Persian word for king is chess.
That's a great bit of knowledge.
Or potentially shesh.
At this stage of the night,
I
perhaps.
played chess against a computer the other day, and I won against a beginner, then the medium, and I honestly was like, maybe I could be a grandmaster someday. Like, this could happen.
Well, I saw about the guy who's played the most online chess in the world, who's played like for hundreds of thousands of hours, and I think he's lost 80% of his games or something like that, which makes me respect the man so much. Number 8, it's not child rearing, as Goose suggested. The sport in which a competitor might use the peekaboo style is boxing. Makes sense when you hear it, doesn't it? A lot of you got that right nonetheless. Magnificent work, folks.
Question 27. Nellie Kim is a 5-time Olympic gold medalist for which sport is gymnastics? Gymnastics is the answer there. The thing, if I was to ask for any Olympic sport to not play, is gymnastics. I would take pole vault over gymnastics. Take anything over gymnastics.
Yeah, even shot put. Shot put looks draining.
I think shot put would be the one I would go for. Look at me, I'm a big guy. I would take shot put.
Oh, but come on. That's absolutely tedious gesture, is that? To be fair, golf's in the Olympics now, isn't it? That'd be up the Australs.
I would take golf just for going for playing a nice course.
And number 10, the name of the Arthur Miller play that also plays host to the World Snooker Championship. It is The Crucible. Oh, yeah, the Arthur Miller play, also in Sheffield. Good stuff. So, yeah, well done, folks. We've got some aggressive commenting going on as we speak. But yeah, as we were saying earlier, if you have any suggestions of charities you'd like us to work with, do hit us up. We've got plenty of stuff in the pipeline, as well as St Columba's. We've got Scottish Autism Quiz coming up next month. It's not just fundraisers, we do social events as well. We've got the... Goose is leaving for a reason. Goose is taking shelter. His absolute favourite.
It's not safe.
Welcome home, Scott. Welcome, Scott, everyone. Here he is. Here he is. Said that wrong. It's a graphic in itself.
Hello, you gorgeous little monsters.
All right, Gaga.
What's going on? Patreon stuff. Fundraising. Let's go.
It is lovely, isn't it? There's another thing we wanted to say as well, is that it's creeping up. It is creeping up, is the Patreon as we speak. But we have an unofficial, that's soon to be official goal. When we hit 20 Patreon subscribers, we're going to do another live stream quiz. It's as simple as that, folks. It is as simple as that.
Done.
It's been a joy and a privilege to be here tonight. We want it as much as you do. So when we get to 20 Patreon subscribers, we'll do another live streamed quiz. Excited in advance.
I'm keen. Let's go. Yeah, Goose, if you just press just the plus or the hotkey button.
He's extravagantly done. No. It was all in the lasso wrist.
Oh, sorry. Press the little I next to the answers.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Asterisks.
Asterisks, yeah.
This is how we're going to do the whole rest of the quiz.
There we go, yeah. It's going to be me remotely doing it. Are you on odds or?
No, please, go ahead.
Fundraising Wing siren. Question number 31, or 1 for round 4. Which Jane Austen novel started out titled First Impressions? So question number 31. Which Jane Austen novel started out titled First Impressions?
I'm absolutely delighted we resurrected Shoot Put.
I'm
I was a joke I learned about maybe 3 hours ago.
Yeah. I'm just watching Goose's mouse like a hawk.
Yeah. It's a lovely change, but it's made us all a lot more tense in the office, folks. We put the question out there earlier of the Pineapple Crew. What they play in the band. Both percussionists, Mama Pineapple does timps and loose. It's a great industry phrase. Tambourine and triangle, etc. mostly. And I do a bit of everything. Love to hear that. Timps, tuned, kit loose. Bit of lassoing in there as well. Why not? Fantastic to hear. It's a brilliant photo as well. So yeah, absolutely phenomenal talent.
Are you at all musical?
Oh no. Goodness me, no. Me and a friend of mine released a Christmas song, a Christmas single a couple of years ago.
Oh my God.
Despite that fact, she was carrying the weight. I wrote the lyrics for part of a podcast series we were doing. But other than that, nothing. I've tried. I'm not a dexterous man.
No?
Scott. I'm not a
No?
dexterous man.
Okay.
What about yourself?
I have a ukulele, which I strum a little bit,
Beautiful.
and I spent one Christmas learning the drums. And that's it. Yeah.
Do you think you could still do a job?
Maybe. Maybe.
I saw some Goose drumming during lockdown as well, by the
Yeah.
way. How was that like a sort of shooting stars style sting in between?
It was.
You see?
Yeah, playing electronic drum kit with like the beatbox function,
I like it. I rate it.
which is
I'd buy it.
full circles or something.
It is. And we must move on to question 2 in round number 4. True or false? Fanta was created in Nazi Germany after supplies to make Coca-Cola were cut off. I realised what the question content was midway through the question there. Number 2, once again, true or false? Fanta was created in Nazi Germany after supplies to make Coca-Cola were cut off. Could that be true, or is it a load of wrongness? That's your second question.
I've been very, very much enjoying this from the sideline as well, by the way.
That's good to know.
I kind of also needed just to come on.
To stage a formal intervention.
Just well, not even that. Just to say g'day to everyone. It's a little bit weird just being the voice.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the
Nah, you can press 4. Hell yeah.
I like just being a voice behind the camera. It makes me feel less intimidated.
Who are you, John Farnham?
But, you're the voice.
Well, thank you, Goose. Question 33. Question 33. In what century was the 4th rail bridge completed? So, question 33. In what century was the 4th rail bridge completed? And not the 4th as in the 4th ever. But
yeah, there's not been 3 catastrophes, so far as I'm aware.
Yeah, the 4th of 5?
I feel like as a voice from above here, we have to explain the 4th rail bridge is the rail bridge between, like, Edinburgh and Fife. In Edinburgh. Well, it's not in Edinburgh.
The 4th of Firth of Fife.
It's over the
South
Firth of
Queensferry,
Forth.
North Queensferry.
So, if you don't know where it is, it's also known as the most over-engineered bridge in the world.
Yeah, it's very pretty to look at, but please don't look it up just yet because that may be considered cheating. Because on
it would literally be cheating. Yeah.
On a quick Goog, you might see the answer to this.
Yeah, and remember your centuries are different from your hundreds. It's a common stumbling block, is that, folks?
Yes. Don't just put. I mean, you can put just a number. We'll probably work it out.
The legendary Russ Kirk asked a very similar question about Fanta in one of his quizzes in Dallas a couple of months ago.
Oh, yeah, Russ, how's the quizzing in Dallas going?
Yeah.
Very excited.
Reaching across the water to you, Russ, from one set of quiz brethren to another. Magnificent scenes. Okay, number 4. It's a multiple choice question, this. The largest bacteria ever recorded was found in 2022. What an exciting day. How long was it? A, 20 millimetres, B, 750 millimetres, or C, 1 centimetre? That is a fantastic question. I didn't know this is something we'd been searching for as a race, as a species. The largest bacteria ever recorded was found in 2022. How long was that large chap? A, 20 millimetres, B, 750 millimetres, or C, a centimetre? I mean, single cell, folks.
You don't have to search for that. You'll trip over it. Yeah. Regardless of what the size is. If it's 20 mil, like...
All right, tiny feet.
Oh, man. While you're pondering that, we should probably talk about the perks you can gain if you choose to subscribe to our Patreon, as we've been hawking at you all night. We're so completely overwhelmed and grateful for all the support that's been pledged tonight already, for all the support that's been pledged the past 6 months. So we want to kind of tangibly reward you for your magnificence. So we'll slowly run you through each. There's 4 different tiers at this point. Every single individual every single individual who subscribes for £1 a month receives a free quiz upon joining. It's our bread and butter. Keep an eye on your inbox. It'll be with you within the next couple of weeks, as well as a monthly newsletter that I write that discusses each Fundraising Wing event in detail, exactly where your money's going and how much it's raising. With some lovely pickies as well. It's got pictures. That's the main draw, I think. And some feedback directly from the quiz organisers themselves, as well as a raffle ticket for a quarterly raffle with some fabulous prizes on offer. So if you do choose to subscribe to that, keep your eye on the Patreon and our social media for the first prize announcement in due course to be drawn in early July.
Very exciting.
Juicy.
Very, very exciting. Yeah, the newsletter will just outline everything, just what we do. We've always got charities getting in touch, keen, wanting to help them. So yeah, and you might see some fun snapshots from behind the scene.
Yes, absolutely.
Question 35, round 4, question 5. Name the 19th century padded accessory women wore below their dresses to make the back of their skirts look fuller. We've all seen them. Number 35. Name the 19th century padded accessory women wore below their dresses to make their back of the skirts look fuller.
Fascinating.
I didn't know this one.
Pineapple is the best, and Hey It's Hayley both querying 75 or 750 millimeters. 750 is 75 centimeters, which is quite big. All the information is found on the task.
Yeah.
We're sticking with 750.
The questions are
Watertight.
100% accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. Is that a gamble to go for that one?
Yeah.
Don't want to say anything. I'm not going to say anything.
Could be like a big snake.
Yeah. Could be. Oh.
I'll clarify from here. 20 millimeters, 750 millimeters, or 1 centimeter.
Them's your options.
Is the options
Them's
for
your
question
options.
4. 20 millimeters, 750 millimeters, or 1 centimeter. Apologies for the mix of metrics. It upsets me that.
Chronological order.
What?
Well, it's not. It's not in size order. Is what I mean.
That is in size order.
Pineapple is the best, and Hey It's Hayley have a point.
Yeah.
They do have a point. But anyway, it narrows it down. Narrows it down.
We mean 750 millimeters, just to be clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're good.
Yeah, we're sticking by that.
Whatever the question said is what
no, wait. Do we mean 75 millimeters?
No, we don't. We mean 750 millimeters.
Yeah, we mean 750 millimeters. Yeah, sweet.
Yeah, guys.
We're good.
Okay, question number 6 in round number 4. This is a grab bag round, if you couldn't tell from the random nature of the questions thus far. The proboscis monkey is famous for having what large, distinguishing body part? Mine's out the gutter, folks. Number 6. The proboscis monkey is famous for having what large, distinguishing body part? Grab that bag, folks.
Don't think so. Oh, sorry, Mama Pineapple, but that's just how it is. It's part of the question. If you really have to think about it.
Yeah, it's genuinely maddening.
And probably just did mean 75.
Genuinely intentional.
Yeah. Again, I put full trust in our questions.
Oh, we're getting honked at. We're getting honked within an inch of our life. Sensational.
Nice.
Any more updates on the...
If we get to 2,100 honks, they're both going to do a shot.
Quite right, too. Any update on the Patreon as well, Goose? If there's any newbies, do let us know.
You have to hydrate.
Lovely. Thank you, Pie Mass.
Not what hydrate means.
It's almost the exact definition of
you know the spirit of the game.
Common parlance. We're absolutely grand.
Yeah.
Statues for you, Scott. 15 seconds. Absolutely still. Thank you. Jack, you can carry on. It's all good.
That's lovely. And before we move on, just to let you know what you get in our £2 a month tier as well. You get everything we just said, the raffle ticket, the monthly newsletter, the free quiz. If you get the £2 a month ticket, you get 2 raffle entries. You double your chances. You also get exclusive access, as Scott was saying, to a weekly sort of daft behind-the-scenes video from GQHQ. This is a bit intense from my perspective. A weekly silly little video, as well as a shout-out on the Goose's Quizzes headquarters podcast every single week. What a treat. What a treat.
We have to change seats.
Oh, do we? I see. Oh, man. To fanny about with my laptop as well now. Right, there is your eau de vie.
Oh, thank you. What were we? What was the
Penalties?
last-
Don't say that to an Englishman. Never goes well.
Reference.
There we go. Lovely soft hands, Scott.
Thank you.
While they're doing the switch over, I'll just let you know the Patreon is definitely still there to be subscribed to, because you've got two people on screen here who I don't know, they could handle their drink as well. So I think they're the people to really punish hard.
Goodness me.
Pounds on, dollars on,
joy.
$2, $5, $10, whatever you want to be. $1 for a Patreon, $1 for a Patreon. Let's go.
What do we have to?
Number 7.
Hi. Question number 7. Which African national football team gave the nickname the Black Stars? Question number 37. Which African national football team have the nickname the Black Stars?
It's got a question mark.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
That's how it's done.
And also just Australian, so everything's a question. Nah. But yes, I don't think I've said it yet, but thank you to everyone who's supported so far, whether it's just starting tonight or has been for a while. Yeah, I appreciate it, and I know that everyone here appreciates it, and I know that also all the charities and the people that they do with appreciate it as well. So yeah,
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I've been around taking a few photos of some of the charity things, and the people there are just stoked to be there. Like it's really good to see when you do weekly ones in pubs. You get some people who are like, "Oh, that's not a question," but people don't care whether they're just they're there for that reason, and
it's a joy.
It's
such a warming crowd.
It is.
Always,
Yeah.
always, and that's what we try and capture in the newsletter. But like I say, if you are in the Edinburgh area, if you're close by, get yourselves down. That was really off-putting. I was trying to do a heartfelt thing about the hospice quiz.
Yes.
St. Columba's, April the 22nd, link in the chat.
Bloody ripper.
Absolutely sensational timing. Right, number 8. Got to get it bang on for 2 points. Got to get 3 either side for 1 point. Harsh limits, excluding the sesamoid bone. Old Cavity John would know about that, I feel. How many bones are there in the human hand? The human hand. Excluding the sesamoid bone, how many bones are there in the human hand? Bang on. You get 2 points. 3 either side. A singular point.
Generous. Pretty generous. Just like you're being. Yes.
Oh, man, we're getting honked into next week.
Big crunchy boys.
Talking of which, I'll tell you about our £5 tier as well.
I wish you would.
Gold, we call it. At £5, you get all of the above. So you get your raffle entries, you get your shout out, you get your behind the scenes video, you get your raffle ticket, you get your newsletter, and you get your free quiz. Except instead of 2 raffle entries, you get 5 entries into our prize draw, more about which you'll hear soon, plus 1 item of Goose's Quizzes merch wherever you are in the world. That's worthy of a dog's head. Monumental.
Correct, Gav.
Cheers, Gav.
You were right to do that.
Yeah, that really boosted us then. That's how it works. There's one more to tell you about, but we've got a couple of questions left.
Yeah, let me... I forgot there's a shark one. Question 39 or 9, round 4, depending which way you're doing that thing. Oh my god, who was that? Thank you. That's very, very kind.
Got all those heads.
Too kind. Question number 39. What German insurance company is responsible for insuring the 100 tallest buildings in the world?
How did they get that contract? Is that just a thing?
Hustlers. Question 39. What German insurance...
Clean as a whistle. There is a back route. There is a back route.
Question 39. What German insurance company is responsible for insuring the 100 tallest buildings in the world?
Yeah, going this way again.
Anyone got a lighter in the comments?
Yeah. I don't remember that being a redemption.
Got a lasso, but not a lighter. No one's in control of the stream. Don't say it out loud.
Just YOLO from here on in.
Sensational. That is a really tricky little question. Goose as well, let us know if you had any more patron action as well. We've got a dribble of pineapple and we've got some harsher stuff on the floor. That's how we're known.
Yes, but after the quiz, we're going to play a little game.
Yes.
We're going to play a game. So if you want to stick around for that, what we're going to do is we're going to finish the quiz. And then we... Sorry, people are doing things.
We're doing a very ham-fisted but lovely thing here.
I don't think... Yeah.
Well, hey. I don't know if you can see it, folks, but we've got an F and a W for Fundraising Wing. It is really bright. This is genuinely hazardous.
As a safety marshal here, as soon as you've blown out, you have to like do the tss on the top of it because I'm not having smoke go up into here. So
we're recording this outside.
Licked fingers, please blow snub it out immediately.
I'm the god of hellfire, and I bring you fire. Thank you for subscribing. Cheers. Our wishes
to the
fundraising wing. Patron away.
Did it?
Oh, that was satisfying. What a moment!
Spicy.
What a moment! Beautiful. Thank you very much, folks. That was really tender.
So it was. but as I was saying, what we're going to do is we're going to finish off the quiz. We've got one question to go. We're going to finish off the quiz. Goose is going to finish off the marking.
We're going to eat our muffins.
we're gonna muff up. We're gonna we'll have the results of the quiz up on screen at some point. But we're gonna play a game as well. So if you want to stick around for the game, if not, thank you very much for joining the quiz.
Thank you, folks.
And yeah, like Jack said, if we reach 20 Patreon supporters, we're just gonna do another one.
We'll be back. Yeah. We will be back, and we're creeping up towards that as it is. Quick final shout out, 10 quid a month, which is a phenomenal amount. You get everything we've previously said, but you get 10 raffle entries and a merch goodie bag upon joining. A goodie bag is sensational. If you're already subscribed, of course, you'll receive all the perks appropriate to our current tier in the coming weeks. Again, thank you for being there these past few months. And of course, this is not a fixed and immutable system, if I can use a bit of a philosophy word. We want to hear from you more about what rewards you'd like to receive for your support. The survey link has been in the comments a couple of times. It'll emerge very shortly. Let us know what you'd like to receive and where you'd like us to go. Keep letting us know which charities to work with as well. We've reached the magic number.
Yeah.
Are we going to have a quick break and then come back in with some delicious magic shots?
You've got another question? Questions,
oh, there is one more, isn't there? Goodness me.
Get your questions sorted.
Question number 10. In which city did the St. Valentine's Day massacre take place? Ending on a question about a massacre.
You took a run up to that question.
Sensational.
Somehow.
Wow.
Which city?
Yeah. I need one last push, folks. One last push to the Patreon. In which city did the St. Valentine's Day massacre take place?
Cheap and cheerful to finish it off. All right. Well, that is the quiz portion, or the questions at least done. We'll go through the answers to this round in a little bit, and we'll get the results up on screen as well. So if you're watching back, if you're not watching live, hey, what's up, everyone?
Hiya.
Say hello to people. hey,
I'm on it.
we appreciate you as well. You could have taken part in the quiz, but you just would have had to mark yourself. So send us a little message and let us know what points you got. But break.
One final break. Once more to the breach, my
Last
friend.
time to get your Patreons in. We'll put the Patreon link right there now. Get your Patreons in now, because we'll lose shots after this as well for Patreon. So come on, get your Patreon in now. Thank you.
Me.
We gotta hydrate.
We got to hydrate. Oh, I've not got the hands for this.
Hey,
I feel cleansed. Thank you, Getho.
No. Oh, this cable's fallen down now. It's definitely question 40 action here. Hey everyone, what's going on? Something about 2,100 honks. We have to do a shot.
I believe that was the case. I believe that was the terms of the contract.
I think I kind of put that on you
Sure,
guys, but
fine.
I'm happy to do it as well.
It was.
so-
We reached 2108. We're well into the future. Chin chin, folks.
Cheers to you, to everyone.
Yeah, you absolute beauties. It's been a joy and a privilege tonight.
My moustache got in the way, so.
Oof. But yeah, as we were saying earlier, the more subscriptions to Patreon we get, the more free live stream quizzes you get. We want to do more. So get those in. It'd be our absolute privilege. I had a blast tonight.
Yes. We have a lot of fun doing these, and if you want to see more, then that's a very good way of telling us. So, keen. All right, should we do some answers?
I think so.
All right, Goose. Throw them up.
Hit
3,
it.
2, 1.
Yay!
Oh.
What did I answer?
Well, when you click next, it will be.
Yes, I'm not ashamed. I really. That's just what my subconscious sounds
See,
like
under
all the time.
Under the screen, under the display screen. No. Yep, but the one that says next. Nope. Yes. Oh my god, what a lad. Which Jane Austen novel started out titled First Impressions, Pride and Prejudice?
True or false? Fanta was created in Nazi Germany after spies make Coca-Cola were cut off. It's true. It's absolutely true.
Sorry, am I doing that one?
Fanta was created in Nazi Germany. Unbelievable.
Yeah, because it says it in the question there because they
supplies to
wouldn't let Coke in. Question number 3: in what century was the 4th rail bridge completed? I give you full permission now to have a Google, go see what it looks like.
Third to fourth to five.
I quite like it. It's probably one of my favourite bridges. Is the 19th
How does it compare to Jeff?
century, 1800s?
Yeah, it is a tricky distinction. But yeah, so in your top bridges. Any others, Jeff?
If not the top, Jeff Bridges, Nash Bridges, Sydney Harbour Bridges. They're all good. Also, I don't know enough about Nash and Jeff Bridges.
No, I've never heard of
They might
Nash.
be terrible people. I think it's a TV show.
Fantastic. But yeah, I'll put Humber up there, but I'm always just looking for northern representation. The Humber. Many a good night spent under that bridge. Okay, number 4. The largest bacteria ever recorded, my friends, guys, gals, non-binary pals, 1 whole centimetre. C was correct. A centimetre long bacterium. Unbelievable. It's not quite 75.
No.
But yeah, a whole arse centimetre.
Which is terrifying.
It is a little bit. They're gearing up. They're gearing up for a takeover.
Yeah, slowly, I don't know.
But that's like a
evolution-
bacteria you'd sort of brush off your shirt. You
Yeah,
know,
it's
you'd
like-
actually physically see that.
That's a fly, whatever. Question, what's the next one? 35. Name the 19th century padded accessory women wore below their dresses to make the back of their skirts look fuller. That is called a bustle.
We've all seen it, apparently.
Bustle. Yeah. Like old-timey photos.
Sensational stuff. Okay, number 6 then. The proboscis monkey, famous having what large distinguishing body part? It is its big fleshy nose. We were looking for nose for number 6.
Number 7, question 37. Which African national football team have the nickname the Black Stars? That is Ghana.
Absolutely. Now, we weren't far off the bones in the human hand, not far off the dominoes option. There are 27 bones in the human hand, excluding the sesamoid bone, which varies from person to person, how many you have. If you got between 24 and 30, you got one singular creditable point. If you got 27, you got all 2 of them.
That's those ones. The sesamoid.
That's those.
Yeah. You have them in your feet as well.
I've got nothing.
Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. Question 39. What German insurance company is responsible for insuring the 100 tallest buildings in the world? That is Allianz. Alliance, however you want to pronounce it. Whichever way you want to cut it, them.
That's a really good quiz question, because that makes me want to, as soon as this is done, Google why. Yeah, why that. Look into why that is the case. How have they got that contract?
Yeah.
Absolutely sensational. And finally, in which city did the St. Valentine's Massacre take place? It was Chicago. Al Capone and all of his horrible cronies. Chicago was correct for question 10 in this round, question 40 overall. Have we got some final scores, Andrew Wildgoose?
But we might need to switch to Scott to get him in the system. All right.
I think that's fair.
I'm still going to be around, but thanks everyone. You've been great.
You've been great. You've been superb.
Stop it. If you want to see more of me, you know what to do.
You want to see Scott's bustle? £10 tier.
Jack, freestyle. I saved it in downloads, but you can say wherever you want, and that's it's the whole scores. I'm taking all right.
Can confirm it's a good bustle. Mama Pineapple has counted every single bone in their hand and got it absolutely spot on. It's good to know you've got your average sesamoids. Fantastic stuff.
Good to be back,
I hope that all
people.
makes sense. It's not as controversial as
be
the
back.
bacterium
Well,
question.
This is my shot for the big old.
It is. C'est pour vous.
Thank you all for hunking so much. Obviously, we love you guys. Like, I mean, I think there's something we don't talk about enough, and now I'm like maybe a little bit tipsy, but like, I think there's something we don't talk about enough. Is that like, I don't think you realize how much you did for us over lockdown. Like, not just by watching, but like by being part of it and by being like the people who just made us like live our lives in a manner that like wasn't just that we lived, was that we actually loved it. You know, we loved hanging out with you. We loved like getting to like have our time with you. It was amazing. So we do enjoy that, and now we're asking even more of you, which is that we really want to, you know, have you support us do something that's really good for the people around Edinburgh and further afield. We do online stuff for this. We'll do anything for the fundraising quiz. So no, we're really happy and happy that you're here again.
Yeah,
so
wonderful.
I'll get emotional right now, but I'll do this shot to you all. So thank you so much.
Quite right too. Thank you very much, folks. It's been lovely for a first timer to be welcomed into the absolutely iconic Goose's Quizzes Twitch bosom, as I said earlier, and thank you very much for hearing us out tonight. Yes, muscle dog.
See, it doesn't happen when I'm doing something sentimental. It only happens when other people are doing something sentimental.
Yeah, when we intervene. But yeah, thank you so much. It's been an absolute privilege.
Absolutely.
Now, have we got some scores?
Shall we do some scores?
On the proverbial doors.
Hi, everyone.
Should we do some scores music? Shall I do some scores music?
Yes. All right, ready? Hey, everyone. Scott's the scores man here. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Check it out. Get that. Nice and big. Get that in your eyes. What do we got?
So congratulations to David Icke Fan Club, dare I say.
From the bottom, we've got A Mere Mortals, 21 points. Vern Knight Quizzer, 24 points. Very Lonely Hobbit, 24 points. Goose Springsteen, 25 points. Not Max DN, 27 points. Jeff's Goldblum, 31 points. Government Lackeys, 31 points. Waffly Versatile, 31 points. Unicorn Dogs, 31 points. Announced Lockdown, 32 points. Jeff and the Questionables, 34 points. G&T, 34 points. Dead End Gang, 36 points. And David Icke Fan Club, 39 points. Sorry, Goose.
So there we go. What a table it is. A quality quiz all around, it has to be said.
Love that. Love that for you, everyone. Thank you very much.
Well done, folks. Well done.
I'll be honest, it's been the most fun I've had for such a long time. Just coming to get like have a few drinks with my friends online. You know,
Yeah.
like enjoy it again. Like come back and enjoy this. People, it's so good, and it's so good to have Jack on board now. Like doing all this stuff with the event side of stuff, and actually like making this fundraising wing happen for me is a real joy, real pleasure.
It's magnificent, and Scott and Ray are equally integral to this. It's been a magnificent service to be involved with. But yeah, you've heard all of the options. Get yourselves involved. That is Brasilia, and there is a lovely moody shot.
Ooh.
Oh, there it is! Unbelievable to see. Russ Kirk.
Trivia in Dallas feels like a show that we should know.
If you're in Dallas
and you want trivia,
my, do I have a quiz for you?
My.
Go see Russ. He's got all the questions.
Absolutely sensational. And thank you, Mama Pineapple, as well. It's been a joy to have the Pineapple Gang in tonight to let us into your fantastic brassy lives. It's been sensational.
Can we twist Russ Kirk's arm right now? He's hearing us.
To do what?
To do what we talked about on Slack the other day.
Oh yeah, Russ, show us your bustle.
Show us
no,
your
the other
bustle.
thing.
Sorry.
Scott is obsessed with bustles.
Like we almost got it spot on the head there. But yeah, Russ, we're only on the podcast. Let's get your questions on. Let's go and see what your questions would do at our quizzes. Like, how would they perform? How do you think they perform? Are Texas people smarter than our people? Like, I'm not going to put this against, like, in a casual manner. I will, but in a much more serious manner,
Objectively.
Yeah, we can find out. We have our ways of finding out.
In a data manner, I will do it even more stringently.
Look,
but,
you don't have to answer right now.
But I want an answer from you right now.
Take 3 or 4 minutes to think about it.
We'll post the scores to our Instagram.
Yep.
On the stories.
Easy.
We'll post it on the stories. You'll see it on the stories. But once again, Jack, can I say, and just once again, I'm full of praise, and I'll always be full of praise. But Jack, what you've done here, and Ray and Scott, obviously, but Jack obviously spearheading the fundraising wing stuff, absolutely incredible. And so we have so much time for what Jack's doing right now, and what we're doing here. Like, I'm not going to be someone that says I'm really proud of what we're doing in a kind of like I don't know, what's the word? Like, it's my business and I'm aware of this, but I'm so proud of what's going on right here and what we're doing right now. So for me, this is the best thing we could be doing. Get involved, support it. Come to the quizzes. If we're online, go to the online stuff, listen to the podcast, and, you know, we've got so much coming up. So, Jack, thank you so much for doing what you're doing.
No, thank you. It's been an absolute joy. And as we say, teamwork makes the stream work. Scott and Ray have been absolutely.
This stream work.
They have much more skill than I. Russ Kirk is well down for the podcast as well.
Booyah.
We've already got an immediate response from Russ Kirk. Thank you very much, Haley, for the love heart honk. It's beautiful. It is genuinely beautiful.
All right, let's take a little break. I'll get the game stream set up. We'll play some Gartic, and then we'll come back.
Gartic.
Give us a few minutes. I need to remember how to do this. I'll see you in a bit.
Everyone, just to be clear, we love doing this, and we will do this more because we want to raise more money for the fundraising wing. And if it's going to do that every time that we do this, invite your friends, because we'll do this more. We'll make more of it. We'll do more games. We'll do more nonsense.
Yeah, this has been a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's been a joy and a privilege. Thank you for welcoming me into
joy
a world that
and
I was
a
not
privilege.
aware of. And yeah, thank you very much for all the Patreon subscriptions. It's been phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
Absolutely phenomenal. I checked once again. I don't have any more shots to do. So what I'm going to say is thank you. Thank you, everyone, for enjoying our night tonight. Because we are going to go and have a drink at the pub downstairs. And we'll see you later.
Yeah.
Keep peer pressuring. That's the message to leave on tonight.
That is always the message to leave.
Keep peer pressuring.
Okay. We'll do you lot proud.
We will.
Thank you very much.
Right. See you at 20 Patreons. Good night.
See you.
See you then.